Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Court is calling 2022 CR 9445, State of Texas versus Veronica Alvarez. May I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Debbie Cruz on behalf of the state, Your Honor.
Defense.
Karen Thorne with defendant.
And are you Veronica Alvarez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna need you to make sure that you speak up so that the court reporter can hear. Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Alvarez, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is be assessed at $1,000 fine and the state recommends deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea? Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargaining agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years, that there be a TAP evaluation and 120 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plea? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No comment.
State any evidence to support the plea?
Yes, Your Honor, at this time, state introduces state's exhibit number 1 and all of its attachments.
No objection. Your
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence state's exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same.
Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
I would like to, Your Honor. Yes.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Says that you followed the plea bargain. My client really didn't have a record, and I do believe it's a good candidate for probation.
All right, do you have any children?
Yes.
How many?
4,
What are their ages?
6, 8, 11, and 15.
How old are you?
35.
Where are your children?
My mom.
Child Protective Services involved?
My case already been closed.
Were your rights terminated? So what ended up happening?
Before I came in here, my mom had she told me I talked to her this past week, and she said the case was closed, but I really didn't even ask her. I haven't asked
So you
her.
didn't think to ask her about your rights to your
Oh,
children?
the phone cut off. We were talking about the kids and everything.
All right, how often are you using meth? How often are you using meth?
I was using it daily.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, I was there daily.
I don't understand what she's saying.
How often were you using the drugs? That's what she's asking you. You need to tell
Mm-hmm.
me. When I was there.
How, do you use meth daily? Do you use it every other day? Do you use it weekly? How often are you using drugs?
I was using it daily.
Do you have employment? Did you have employment while you were in the free world?
No.
When's the last time you had employment?
It's been a couple of years.
So how are you supporting your children?
Well, for my kids, I get the child support for them. And if I did work, it was temp services.
So you were using your children's child support to support you and your children.
Well, you asked how was I supporting my kids? That's.
No, kids or baby goats?
I would do, and then I had a boyfriend, so he would support me.
And this boyfriend you had, or is he the father of these children?
The last one, yes,
And who is Orlin Archaga, who you were in the car with? Who is that?
my friend. He was a friend.
What does that mean? He's a friend.
I
Is this a
mean,
boyfriend?
No,
Were you intimate with him?
no,
So how did you come to be in the car with him?
because he was taking me to go get some tea for the kids.
So you're riding around in a car with somebody with a crack pipe or a pipe used for meth to go get food for your children?
Well, he was just my ride to go and take me back home. That was it.
Does your mother not have a vehicle?
Well, mom lives far from me. Where I live at, she lives far.
So where were your children when you went to go on this ride to get something for them?
At our apartment,
By themselves?
no.
Well,
my
who was
dad-
with them?
My dad.
All right, I half of this story that she's telling me, I find it all suspect. But this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna send it to you, because I'm sure CPS is, I don't know if CPS is doing their job or not, so I'm gonna have to do it. What is your mother's name?
Gloria Gaona.
Gloria Guyana? All right, the court is going to sentence you to 3 years deferred adjudication. There's going to be a TAP evaluation while in custody. And if the TAP recommends inpatient treatment, she's going to inpatient treatment. So it's following all recommendations of TAP. I'm going to run a referral to felony drug court. There's to be no contact. Well, no in-person contact with minors until further notice, and that includes her children. Counsel, once she's completed drug treatment, then the court will always reconsider. I'm going to want the UA hotline upon release, weekly testing. I'm going to want field visits 2 times per month upon release until further notice. And please tell them to look and make sure that there are no minors there. There's to be no contact with Orlin, Orlen, Sandick, Sandick, Gutierrez, Archaga, Archaga. There's to be 120 hours community service restitution. I'm going to ask for intensive parenting classes. And once that's completed, the community service hours will be satisfied. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's $57 restitution to Bear County Lab for testing. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Probation, if you want to count the field visits as her reporting, you can. Probation, is there anything else she needs?
No, Your Honor.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No,
All right, showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. You're gonna have to start being a better parent to your children. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. You'll be excused.
Yes. CR 9445, State of Texas versus Veronica Alvarez. Excuse me, Mr. Bonk, if you could move him down there. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state and
Jason Janahan, Your Honor.
defense?
Joseph Stateson standing in for Joanne de Hoyos.
And are you Veronica Alvarez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objection to this attorney standing in for Joanne de Hoyos?
No.
All right, you're gonna need to keep your voice up. I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Veronica Alvarez who was placed on deferred adjudication for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram on March 30th, 2023 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 5, in Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Veronica Alvarez, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of June 2023, July 2023, August 2023, violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State.
Yes, Your Honor, it's an agreement between.
Do you waive the remaining allegations?
Yes, yes, we do waive the remaining violated.
Any objections? Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is proposed, Your Honor, that is to adjudicate guilt, revoke the individual.
Quiet, we are on the record.
Revoke her off of her probation pursuant to 1244, assess 112 days in the Bear County Jail.
All right, you may take a seat and continue to confer. Is that the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Probation, are you in agreement with revocation for Miss Veronica Alvarez? The court will find you guilty, sentence you to 112 days in the Bear County Jail under 1244. Give you credit for any time served. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification, a defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. If you have a drug or alcohol problem, which it appears that you do, you are always able to have free services here in Bear County to help you with that. If you feel like you can't find a place to help you with that, guess what? You can always come back here even though you're not on probation, and I will give you resources so you can get help with that. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.